ठाकुर की, ISKCON founder आचार्य श्री प्रभुपाद की, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, जय अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड, राधा कुंड गिरिगोवर्धन की, वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरा धाम की, नवद्वीप धाम की, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगा माई की, यमुना माई की, तुलसी देवी की, भक्ति देवी की, संकीर्तन यज्ञ की, भक्त निगम की, समवेत भक्तवृंद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे, गौर प्रेमानंदे, all glories to the assembled deities, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru Bhagavan, all glories to Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Krishna. Really, if the devotees need, I don't need. I don't need. No.
Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you all for coming. Today we have the association of today's Arjunasakha Prabhuji. So Prabhuji is the center head of ISKCON Kannamangala and he is currently serving as the head So he has graduated in computer science. So the background of it is material education. He wrote related technical papers on hand calling organization and presented in national conferences. Former mobile applications team leader at Schneider Electric Research and Development, has worked abroad in many countries, Germany, Australia, and United States. Won many hackathons, coding competitions. Now, when it comes to the spiritual aspect, he delivers Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam discourses, and he's an amazing singer and guitarist. And he's done Bhakti Shastri course from Mayapur Institute. Right now, Prabhuji is actually guiding many families and youth from all over India. And it's great that we get to hear from him. And he has raised a new center, Sarjapur Center. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for actually coming to our center so that we have a association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'm really happy to be here again the second time. I remember when I came the first time, you were jumping so high, so enthusiastically. I was afraid that the roof will break. Every time you were jumping, his hands were touching you. So thank you for being so enthusiastic. What's your name, Prabhuji? Santosh. Santosh. Thank you very much. And since Kirtan has already been done, so I'll skip the Kirtan. You want to? You have nothing to say. Can I get a little water? Yes. Water is fine. I think it was 1.2, right? 1.2. So there is a book. We'll do 5 minutes later. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Do we repeat the verses here? Chanting on the verses? Generally. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskritya. Narayanam Namaskritya. Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. Tato Jayamudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavatya Uttama Shloke. Bhagavatya Uttama Shloke. Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Canto 1, which is titled The Creation, from Chapter 2, titled Divinity and Divine Service, and once more, can you tell me the shloka? 1.2.6. So we're reading verse number 6 and verse number 7. Chapter 2. So there are two verses which I'm supposed to cover today, and I have around 45 minutes time to do that. And so what we'll do, we'll recite the verses, because you know what, these verses, they are personalities. Each verse is a personification of an element of bhakti. So when you do some seva to someone, that person starts liking you. For example, you go and serve that person, then that person will start telling you, you know what, I'm this, I was like that, you know, I have this here, I have that here. So the best way to do seva to the verses is by reciting. When you recite the verses, then the verses, they reveal themselves to you. So let's recite some verses. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yato bhaktir bhukshade. Yato bhaktir bhukshade. Ahaitukya pratihata. Ahaitukya pratihata. Yayatmasu prasidati. Yayatmasu prasidati. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yato bhaktir bhukshade. Yato bhaktir bhukshade. Ahaitukya pratihata. Ahaitukya pratihata. Yayatmasu prasidati. Yayatmasu prasidati. Since we have two verses, so we will decide on 2 times. And then I'll go into the word-to-word meanings and translation. The word-to-word meaning says, Saha, that, Vai, certainly, Pumsam, for the mankind, Paraha, sublime. So in every Bhagavatam class, we generally say the word-to-word meaning also. Some people will be thinking, why is this used? And then directly just go to the translation. The answer is no, we should do that. Because when you say word-to-word meanings, then, and if you understand, then when you recite the verse starts with each and every word meaning in your consciousness. The verse opens up like a flower, and then you will be able to appreciate it more. And when you recite that verse, you will go deeper into that verse. Okay. So please listen with attention. Pumsam, for mankind, Paraha, sublime, Dharma, occupation. See the translation of the word dharma. It is not Hinduism or Christianity, it is occupation. And occupation doesn't mean what you are doing. Occupation means my intrinsic, constitutional, characteristic nature out of which I act. Yatah, by which bhakti, devotional service. Srila Prabhupada is the only Acharya who translates bhakti as devotional service. Adhokshaje, unto the transcendence. Adhokshaje is the name of Krishna, which means that person who is beyond the senses. So something which is in the purview of the senses is ideally or mostly in the modes of material nature, goodness, passion, ignorance. That which is beyond the modes of goodness is transcendental, divya. So it is transcendental. Adhokshaja unto transcendence. Ahetuki means causeless. There is no hetu. Sometimes in Sanskrit we ask, Kim hetu? What is the purpose? Why you have come here? So ahetuki, there is no purpose. There is no cause for doing something. Apratihata means unbroken. Yaya, by which Atma, the self, supersedes the complete and satisfied. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The supreme occupation for all humanity. All humanity means everybody who is in a human body. So this verse is specific for human beings. How many of you are not human beings here? No, I'm not a human being. So everybody who is sitting here, this verse is for all of us. The supreme, of course, the lizards and all, they may, just ignore this verse. The supreme occupation for all humanity is that by which men can attain loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Men here doesn't mean men. It means for both. Men can attain loving devotional service unto the transcendental Lord, who is Krishna. And such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. You know what? I will start the discussion of this verse and then we'll go on to the next verse, because the background of this verse is very important to understand the next verse. So I will begin the discussion by expressing my gratitude to all my teachers by chanting some auspicious invocation mantras. Those who know can softly try to repeat with me, and those who don't know can just try to hear attentively. Om Jnana Hasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvikam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lita Shri Vishakhanikanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Khandoneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Harike Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Pariganam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Devali Paschatya Deshatari Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Landhete Gilam Yatripakam Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tatsat. savai pumsam paro dharma yato bhaktir adhokshite ahaitukya apratihata yayatma suprasidhati. This is a very, very nice verse, one of the favorite verses of Srila Prabhupada and one of the favorite verses of all the sincere followers of Srila Prabhupada, which explains the nature of bhakti. This verse can be understood in two ways. The first way to understand this verse is how bhakti should be done. Is bhakti important? This is the first way to understand. So, savai pumsam paro dharma. One has many dharmas. One is having the body dharma, one is having office dharma, one is having family dharma, one is having society dharma, one is having cat dharma, dog dharma, XYZ dharma, blah blah blah. So amongst all dharmas, what is the most important? Savai pumsam paro dharma yato bhaktir adhokshite. Rendering devotional service to the transcendental Lord, who is beyond the purview of my senses. That is my highest dharma. And how should this dharma be done? Ahaitukya apratihata. This dharma should be done without any business dealings with the Lord. My dear Lord, I am chanting your holy names and I am reading Srimad Bhagavatam and trying to do some seva. Please make sure that my son's health is good and I get a promotion, and then conditions. I get this, I get that, I get this, I get that. As long as you are, it's like a pizza machine. As long as you keep giving, I will keep giving. That is reciprocation. You give me and I will give. Let's compete with each other. Who gives each other more? The moment you stop your giving, I will also reciprocate, because I am your part and parcel. So that is not bhakti. So bhakti should be ahaitukya, without any cause. This is a very high stage of practice of Krishna consciousness. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned that four kinds of devotees, or four kinds of not devotees, four kinds of people, they approach Lord Krishna. Arto, Artharthi, Jignasu and Jnana. Those who are distressed, life में बहुत कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, सब कुछ ट्राई करके देखिए आप मंदिर से छोड़ो घर बार चलो हरिद्वार. So that is the Artho category. Artho, Artharthi. Some people, they want money, they want wealth, and for wealth they go to Krishna. Because Krishna is Lakshmipati. Artho, Artharthi, Jignasu. Some people, they are inquisitive. चलो चल के देखते हैं क्या है, find out. And Jnani. The fourth category is that person who has understood that this world is full of miseries. And the only source of happiness, the one who has understood that my mind, the nature of my mind is to be unsatisfied and unhappy in every situation. And my mind is constantly looking for something new every moment. So the only place where this constant demand of experiencing something new can be satisfied is what I have heard from the sages, is the name, form, qualities and pastimes of Krishna. Because the sages say that Krishna is ever new and ever fresh. So let me go and do bhakti. See, there are four kinds of people, they approach Krishna. So, except the Jnani, all the other three, they have a hetu. They have a reason why they are doing bhakti. And Jnani's reason is that he wants liberation from the miseries which he is experiencing due to his body and mind, due to the miseries which he is facing due to the other people around him, and the miseries which he is facing simply because of being in this world. So ideally, if we see, all people who approach Krishna, they have a hetu. They have a reason why they approach, which is a self-centered reason. Generally during Katha, we should not chant, because chanting and Katha cannot be done together. Either you will not hear the Katha or you will not hear the chant. So either you will do aparadha towards the Katha or towards the japa. It's a very difficult choice. Both are very important. So let's not do parallel processing. So ahaitukya. We have to serve Krishna just to make Krishna happy and for no other reason. This puts a devotee in the category of the Vrajavasis. What did the Vrajavasis want from Krishna? Did they want that Krishna should give me some 50,000 rupees or something? No, they just wanted Krishna to be happy. That's all. So our bhakti for Krishna has to be ahaituki. We should not expect anything in return, and apratihata. It should be at the platform of being without any interruption. There are some people who say, Prabhuji, it is a bit difficult time doing in office. Once I finish this project, I will come to the center. Or, I am having this personal problem. I am reducing my rounds. Once I finish, this problem gets over, then I will start chanting again. Or else some people say, Prabhu, for a break. We need a break. So this is not love. So bhakti has to be done in an unconditional and uninterrupted way. Understanding that this is my highest dharma amidst all my other dharmas. And only when I do this, my heart will be fully satisfied. This is one way of understanding this verse. Another way of understanding this verse is love. This verse gives the definition of love. What is love? From many, many lifetimes, I am looking for love. Sometimes I look it in the relationship with my brother. Sometimes I look for it in the relationship with my wife. Sometimes I look for it in the relationship with my children. Sometimes I look for it in things and possessions. Sometimes I look for it with my cats and dogs. But in any life, in any relationship, I could not find any that level of satisfaction because the person with whom I tried to make the relationship could not understand me 100%, could not satisfy me 100%, and could not reciprocate with me 100%. So therefore my heart was never fully satisfied. Now, Krishna is the only person who knows who I was, who I am, and who I will be. And he is the only person who understands me 100%. Even I don't understand myself. So Krishna is the only person who actually loves me. I cannot love myself as much as Krishna loves me. And there is no one ever created or existing or who will be created who will be loving me the way Krishna loves me. So what is the definition of love? The definition of love is, love means unconditional, unmotivated. Now I am analyzing which is that relationship which I have in this world, which is unconditional. There is no such relationship. Every relationship has a condition. So therefore, there is no love in this particular world. In the name of love, it's like people are telling this is milk, but they are selling rice water. There is no love, we get cheated. So love is very rare in this material world, and love cannot exist, or rather love can exist only between Jivatma and Paramatma. Because only God can understand us 100%, and only God can reciprocate with us 100%. And when I establish my relationship with God and try to serve Him as my highest occupation, then only my heart will be fully satisfied. Jayatma Suprasana. Otherwise, whatever I do, I will not be satisfied. So this is the second approach to understand this verse. And the third approach to understand this verse is, I am saying all from the purport, it's not my jnana. Because the time is less, so I am just digesting the purports and presenting it. And then, of course, I have heard from my seniors also, and whatever I have heard in all this time, I am trying to present to you. And the third understanding by the Acharyas for this verse is the nature of bhakti is defined in this verse. What is the cause of bhakti? What can you do so that you can become a devotee? Or what gives rise to bhakti? And that is being highlighted in this verse. If you carefully try to read this verse. Someone may say, Bhagavad Gita says that in all circumstances one should never stop austerities, sacrifices and charity. Why? Because they purify even the pure souls. So my understanding is that tapasya and yajna and dhyana, they lead to bhakti. The answer is no. Austerities, sacrifices and charity, they may help you to become, they lead to purification of the heart, Rita Shuddhi. But that is not the cause of bhakti. Rejected. Someone may say, okay, association of devotees is the cause of bhakti. Simply by being in association with devotees, that gives rise to bhakti. But then someone may say that this is not the cause of bhakti. Association of devotees is an anga of bhakti. What is the first anga of bhakti? Arjunasakha. Stages of bhakti, stages. What is the first stage of bhakti? Arjunasakha, where you develop faith that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and I am certain. And the next stage of bhakti is sadhu sangha. And then after sadhu sangha, that is association of devotees, you start bhajan kriya and etc. So one may say that this is a, sadhu sangha in itself will not give rise to bhakti. Something else should happen within sadhu sangha. So what is that? Mercy of the Lord, someone will say. In sadhu sangha, when I will get the mercy of the Lord, then only. Otherwise, it is possible that one can remain with devotees for so long but still not chant one round. We have seen such cases. So mercy of the Lord is the cause of bhakti. But then that will make the Lord, or that will bring an accusation on Krishna. Someone may say, oh, he got the mercy, I didn't get the mercy. Lord is partial. So then if we try to think a little bit more, we will understand that the mercy of the Lord which is coming through the devotees gives rise to bhakti in the hearts of the people. And that mercy which is coming via the Lord, because the Lord puts conditions sometimes. The Lord says, the degree to which one surrenders to me, to that degree I reveal myself. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sthaiva bhajami. But will the devotees say like this? Only if you come every Sunday please to the center will I give you bhakti. No. The devotees will nicely engage you in Krishna consciousness. So it is not the pious activities, it is not strictly speaking the association of devotees or Lord's mercy, but strictly speaking it is the mercy which you get from the devotees in the association of devotees gives rise to bhakti. And devotees do not discriminate. They distribute bhakti ahaituki apratihata. Do the devotees want anything from you? If they give you some prasadam or Krishna katha? No. And will the devotees stop doing that? No. So the nature of bhakti is that bhakti gives rise to bhakti. And where is this bhakti residing? Can we say bhakti resides in the heart of Krishna? Bhakti resides in the heart of the devotees of Krishna. Right now. That's why the Lord comes as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to experience bhakti. So bhakti gives rise to bhakti, and the nature of that bhakti is, it is ahaituki apratihata. And the mercy of the devotees is the cause of bhakti in our life. This is the ultimate conclusion of Vishwanath Chakravarti. So if somebody asks you, how did you become a devotee? Oh, what to say, the devotees of Krishna became merciful on me, therefore this is the only reason. Because Krishna has given the franchisee of distributing bhakti to his devotees. Now a devotee may decide, I'll give it to him, I'll give it to her, we'll engage this person in Krishna consciousness, we'll engage that person in Krishna consciousness. And devotees by nature, the devotees of Srila Prabhupada, they are like, let's make whole Sarjapur a devotee, let's make whole Bangalore a Krishna conscious place, let's make whole universe a Krishna. Do they say that, okay, other three primary systems will not make and only lower. No. Devotees are really ahaituki apratihata in the distribution of Krishna consciousness. This characteristic you may find some difficulty to find in Krishna. Because Krishna makes, he gives very, because once he gives this pure devotional service to someone, he has to become a servant of that devotee. Krishna is very strict. He'll give everything you want. Pure devotional service is very difficult to be directly awarded by Krishna. So therefore he has given to his devotees, and devotees are ahaituki apratihata. They distribute it to whomever. किसी को भी दे देंगे. They gave it to a person like me also, and they gave it to people like you also. And all of us have become stages of the Lila. And Krishna is telling, okay, now that you have been touched by my devotees, I have to accept you in my association. So that is the essence of this verse. That the supreme occupation for all humanity is that by which men can attain loving devotional service unto the transcendental Lord. So the goal of our life is to have loving devotional service. If this is not attained, everything else you have attained, your life is wasted. You have become very rich, you have become very beautiful, you have become very famous, you have become very strong, you have become very knowledgeable, you have written 120 papers or patents or whatever. But if you have not attained loving devotional service, Shama eva hi kevalam. Are we allowed to give live demonstrations in this class? Okay. So please get it. Please get it. थोड़ा interest on it. Okay, bro. Please start pushing that wall. Yeah. Camera will show me. Push करो. Next 2 hours तक you have to push. क्या होगा? कुछ होगा? Net effective work done will be how much? कुछ नहीं होगा. So if you do not attain, so if we do not attain loving devotional service, it's like we spent 80 years of our life doing it. Keep going. How many of you want to spend? It sounds very stupid, but that is what effectively we are doing. If we don't attain loving devotional service, Shrama eva hi kevalam. Keval pasina bahaya, kuch hua nahi. The goal of life is to render loving devotional service. And we have to try to do it in the association of devotees with a desire to receive the mercy of the devotees and the Lord, and to do it in an unmotivated, uninterrupted way. The same thing is being explained in the Prabhupada. The next verse is what will happen if you engage in ahaitukya apratihata bhakti. What will be the result of that? Someone may say, "Humko kya milega? What is in it for me?" If someone says there's nothing in it for you, then you will say, what is the point? I want to get something out of it. So yes, you will get something out of it, and that is the verse number 7. Please repeat with me. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitah Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayada Hitukam. Once more. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitah Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayada Hitukam. One last time. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitah Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayada Hitukam. So here also the word ahaitukam is coming. Let's read the word two things. Vasudeve, unto Krishna, Bhagavati, unto the personality of Godhead. Bhakti Yoga, contact of devotional service. The word yoga, just before coming to this class, I was giving a class in a yoga studio. There also I was explaining the word yoga means to contact or add Krishna to something, then it becomes yoga. So bhakti yoga, contact of devotional service, prayojitaha, being applied. Janayati does produce, ashu, very soon, vairagyam, detachment, jnanam, knowledge, cha, and yat, that which ahetukam, causeless. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. By rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately, not without delay, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world. This is such a beautiful translation. Why Prabhupada writes causeless knowledge? Why not just knowledge? Because generally the aim of Jnana Yoga is liberation. All the people who are in the process of acquiring Jnana, now Jnana is different from information. Jnana is different from Vidya. Vidya means how to feed your belly. Udar Varana Vidya. What is the goal of all Vidyas? Pet Channa. You have some Vidya, he has some Vidya, she has some. And what is the result of this Vidya? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Vidya gaurave bhrame deshe deshe dhana uparjana kori. Swajana palana kori ek mane tumhare bhulino hari. What is the result of this Vidya? Vidya gaurave bhrame deshe. I am a lawyer. I am a chartered accountant. I am an engineer. I am a doctor. I am a XYZ. And on the pride of this knowledge, knowledge is power. I am roaming from one country to another country, one state to another state. Why am I doing that? Dhana uparjana kori. Vidya gaurave bhrame deshe deshe dhana uparjana kori. And when you get dhana, what is the goal of the dhana? To take care of children and family and wife and husband and in-laws. And what is the aim of my life? To nicely take care of my family. It's the goal. There is no other goal. If I nicely take care of my family, then my in-laws will make my life simple. They will not put all this in my ears. I will get respect from in-laws. I will get respect from society. I will get respect from family. If I simply help them in doing sense gratification, my life will be peaceful, and that is the aim of my life. Dhana uparjana kori. Swajana palana kori ek mane. Maintaining my family, not my neighbor's family. See, after Jesus Christ, I am the next most selfless person. Because I have not done anything for myself. Everything is for family. Let the neighbor's family die. I don't care. Only my family, only my son, only my wife, only my mother-in-law should be happy. But what about Vasudeva Kutumbakam? Vasudeva, let Vasudeva take care. Vasudeva has no job. He thinks the whole world is his family. But what about the devotees of Vasudeva? They are deluded beggars. They think the whole world is their family. For me, I am practical. Swajana palana kori ekamani. I am just the goal of my life, 25 years, 30 years of studying, only to take care of me. And in the process, tumhare bhulino hari. I forgot him. So in the 12th canto of Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that in Kali Yuga, if somebody can just maintain their family, they will be called as Mahapurusha. Mahapurush is a word which can be used only for Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya. But Kali Yuga, simply if you can know how to fill your belly and maintain your family, you are a great person. So this is Vidya. We are not talking about this Udar Varan nonsense Vidya in this verse. We are talking about Jnana. What is that Jnana? Causeless knowledge. So generally, even if somebody understands the Vidya is just related to the body, I have to rise above Vidya and go to the platform of realized Vidya. That is Jnana. Then you come to the platform of Jnana Yoga. And when you come to the platform of Jnana Yoga, your aim of life after becoming a Jnani is to press the escape button. What does it mean? There are so many miseries in this world. I want to escape from miseries. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshan Darshanam. Chapter 13. Those who see misery in the whole cycle of birth, death, old age and disease, they are considered to be Jnanis. So what is the aim of a Jnani? To attain liberation. But here, that Jnana is not being talked about. Something even higher than that Jnana. That Jnana, the aim of which is not even liberation, that Jnana is being discussed here. That's why Prabhupada writes causeless knowledge. This Jnana which we are talking about is the Naam, Roop, Guna and Leela of Sri Bhagavan Krishna. That knowledge, causeless knowledge. We are not targeting liberation. That's why the ISKCON says, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmanishware, bhavatar bhaktir ahaituki tvai. Here also the word ahaituki comes. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. Oh my dear Lord, I do not want a beautiful spouse. I do not want money. And I do not want fan followers. And I don't even want liberation. What do you want? I want an opportunity to practice bhakti in the association of your devotees, life after life. Mama janmani janmani shuri bhavata bhakti ahaituki tvai. And what kind of bhakti I want to practice, my Lord? Ahaituki bhakti. I do not want anything in return. You know what? Because if you want something in return, and even if you end up doing very good quality devotional service, you will ultimately end up offering the prayer which Dhruv Maharaj had offered. Sthanabhilashi tapasi sthitam tvam praptvan deva muni indra guhyam kachanda chenmanati divyaratnam kachanda chenmanati divyaratnam Swamin Kritarthosmi Varam Nayacha. Guru Maharaj is saying that I wanted a kingdom which is bigger than my great-grandfather Brahma. And with the desire of that kingdom, I sat down in tapasya. Thana Vilashi Tapasi Tvam Praptuvan Deva Muni Indra Guhyam. But now I have attained you, who is so difficult to be obtained by Deva Muni Indra. Demigods, sages, and even Indra, you are a secret to them. Kachan Vichitman. Now that I have achieved you, my dear Lord Hari, I feel the desire of having a kingdom greater than this universe is like broken pieces of glass. And your darshan is like a very rare, valuable gem. Now that I have achieved that valuable gem, who cares for these broken pieces of glasses? Swamin Kritarthosmi Varam Nayachi. My dear Lord, I really don't want anything from you. So this will be the result if we do not do ahaituki bhakti. Ultimately, we will do bhakti only to realize that I was not a good devotee. So this bhakti has to be done ahaituki, and the knowledge. What is the result? I was telling, what is in it for me? So, by doing this bhakti, you will get this understanding that one who has Krishna, he doesn't need anything. Just like Dhruv Maharaj, he was telling that now that I have got your darshan, I do not want Dhruv Loka. I don't want anything. I am Swami Kritarthosmi, I am very fully satisfied. So, therefore, this knowledge which Dhruva obtained, that knowledge is causeless knowledge. That means that knowledge doesn't want anything other than rendering pure devotional service to Krishna. So that Ahaituki Jnanam is being talked about in this verse. And wherever there is Jnana, there is automatically Vairagya. So what is it? If I render Ahaituki Apratihata Bhakti, what is in it for me? I get causeless knowledge and detachment, which makes me the happiest person in the whole creation. Anybody who has these two things, Jnana and Vairagya, is the happiest man. Even the kings, the great Manus, and the great demigods will envy that person. What is this Vairagya? Vairagya means what? Detachment from what? Sorry? Detachment from material life. Even a Jnani is detached from material life. The four Kumaras, they had no desire for anything. But until they met Lord Vishnu in the Vaikuntha, and until they smelled the aroma of tulsi leaves coming from his lotus feet, they could not understand what is true Vairagya. So what is Vairagya? Vairagya means your mind uninterruptedly and unconditionally, Ahaituki and Apratihata. In an Ahaituki Apratihata way, your mind is constantly thinking and meditating on Nam, Rupa, Guna, Leela of Krishna. So when you have Anuraga for Krishna, that leads to Vairagya from everything else. And this Vairagya is very different from the Vairagya of the Jnanis. This is a very strange kind of Vairagya. This is called Yukta Vairagya. In this Vairagya, you will have the ability to use everything in the service of Krishna. So that Vairagya we are talking about. So what is in it for me? If I do unconditional, unmotivated bhakti for Krishna, I will get knowledge, the goal of which will not be liberation, and I will get Vairagya, which will have the capacity of using everything in Krishna's service. Even if somebody comes and gives me a nuclear bomb, I may think of some use to use it in Krishna's service. I don't know how. The devotees are super intelligent. They will think of some use. Even if somebody is Prabhuji, you take a helicopter. What helicopter will I do? But devotees will use that also in Krishna's service in some way. If somebody comes and gives an elephant, devotees will use the elephant. So that kind of Vairagya. Not that kind of Markata Vairagya. The renunciation of the monkeys. When they say no to everything, but internally they have so many desires. There is a river in the holy land of Gaya, which is called as the Falgu river. The nature of that river is, at least until some time ago it was like that, it appears like a sand, a big place where only sand is there. But if you dig 3 feet, just 3 feet below, there is water. So this is the Falgu Vairagya, which is criticized in our various scriptures. That somebody who looks very renounced from outside, but internally having so many material. So that kind of Vairagya is not being discussed in this verse. When we perform Ahaituki Apratihata Bhakti so that our heart is fully satisfied, then what you will want nothing. So when the purification of heart has happened already, when you really don't want anything, Swamin Kritarthosmi Varunayachi, then you will develop this Jnana and Vairagya. And then you will not be a Falgu Vairagi, but you will be a Vairagi like Arjuna. You will be a Vairagi like Bhishma. You will be a Vairagi like Maharaj Yudhishthira or Maharaj Prevat. I am taking the names of Maharajas just to make you realize that even you can be the king of the whole world, Maharaj Parikshit, but you will be the top class renunciant. Gaurangera Bhakta Jana Vairagya Pradhan. Each and every devotee of Lord Chaitanya's primary characteristic is that they are top class Vairagis. That means they have a strong Anuraga in Krishna, and due to which everything else is distasteful for them in this material world. However, they know the art of using everything in this material world and spiritualizing it in Krishna's service. So this is the essence of this verse also. So I will spend next 5 minutes in taking any questions if there are any. Yes. First you have to tell your name and then you have to ask the question. And if it is related to the class, I will answer.
It is not fully related to the class, taking it.
We will decide how much related it is. See, because we have created an environment in the last 45 minutes by discussing something. It is more appreciated if you ask something in relation to that.
My name is Dhiren.
Dhiren.
Yeah. So one question is when we are talking about asking, like people ask about, okay, I need money, I need promotion and all that.
Money and?
Like promotion, people ask
Promotion,
for that.
okay.
Whatever things, materialistic things. Another perspective is if you ask, okay, give me your blessings or keep your blessings always with me. I will do everything myself. Means everything in the sense that I'm not asking specific any material from the God.
Yes, but you are asking blessings, no?
Yes.
Now we have to ask ourselves why I am wanting these blessings. What do you really want from these blessings? Don't answer this question. Ask yourself. You want the blessings, very good. Now, what do you really want from these blessings? As a result of these blessings, what should happen in your life? If whatever you are imagining, if the center of all that is Krishna, that means it's a spiritual desire. If not, so what was your question? That if I don't specifically ask that give me promotion, but if I just say give me your blessings, so that internally I know I need your blessings for promotion only.
Not exactly in that way.
Then, give me your blessings so that I will remain healthy, family will be good, everybody will be happy around me, I'll be able to satisfy everybody, and people will be positive around me. And ultimately, why? So that they will remember me when I die and glorify me. Where is Krishna in the picture? Always me. Why don't we pray that, okay, my dear Lord, I do not want promotion, I do not want money, but please bless me. Why the word me is there? Why not please bless the whole world? Why not that? I'm not targeting you or anybody. I'm just attacking that centered consciousness. I'm too obsessed with myself. And I'm thinking I'm selfless. This is called madness. My disease is that I am always obsessed of thinking about myself. And I'm thinking like after Jesus Christ, I am the next selfless Son of God. No. So therefore, we have to first purify our heart by the process of chanting Hare Krishna. There are many prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam. Strictly speaking, there are 25 prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam. We should read those prayers. Prayers of Queen Kunti, prayers of Prahlad Maharaj, prayers of Gajendra. Then we will understand what to pray. We don't even know what to pray. So if we really want to pray nicely, repeat and recite. If we really don't want anything from God and if we actually want His blessings, then our desire should be that by those blessings I should be able to render pure devotional service, and that is possible when I repeat the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj in Prabhu. This is the way to pray. I don't know if I've answered your question. I'm sorry if I was rude, but this is how it is. Any other questions, comments? Yes, madam. Mataji, what is your name? Bhava. the same. Causeless knowledge is specific. Knowledge is very much confused with the Gyan of the Gyan Yogis. Now, Gyan Yogis, they want this Brahma Gyan just to escape the miseries of this material world and merge in the Supreme Brahman. So, their Brahma Gyan has a hetu. When the knowledge surpasses the hetu, when the knowledge does not focus on karma and liberation, when we are not focused on liberation while attaining self-realization. I understood that I am not the body but the spirit soul, and I understood that I have to render spiritual activities. I understood that I have to be detached from materialistic things in general. But for what? Why do I really want to go back from back and forth? Oh, because this world is full of birth, death, old age and disease. This world is full of adhyatmic klesha, adi bhautik klesha, adi devi klesha. So my dear Lord, I want to come and eat kachoris with you. Where is Krishna in the center? I am wanting to escape this world because of the misery of this world about which I have read in the Bhagavad Gita. But that is not pure bhakti. Pure bhakti means, my dear Lord, I want to serve you. In this material world, I am having some limitations. I have this body. I can't serve more than 10 hours. But I want to be in a body where I want to serve you unlimited. So therefore I want to come to this spiritual world. So there Krishna is in the center. So similarly, Gyan Yogis, they just want to escape this material world and merge in the impersonal Brahma Jyoti simply to escape the miseries. So Krishna consciousness is not that kind of Gyan. It is the Gyan in which one says, Mama Jan Nani Jan Nani. My dear Lord, you keep giving me birth after birth, but give me the opportunity to be in the association of your devotees, hear your katha and do little insignificant work. This Gyan has no goal. It has no liberation. It does not have liberation as a goal. The only goal is service of Krishna. And the highest form of this Gyan is the 8th verse of Shikshashtra. My dear Lord, if you make me happy by roughly embracing me, or if you make me broken-hearted by eternally ignoring me, in all circumstances you are my unconditional worshipful Lord. Unconditional worshipful Lord. Whether you reciprocate with me, whether you don't reciprocate, you are my Lord. That Gyan we are talking. And this Gyan is available in Goloka. All the people of Golok Vrindavan, they have this Gyan. And we are targeting that Gyan. And that Gyan is being talked about in this verse. I hope I have. Mother Lakshmi is very merciful. She allows everybody in Vaikuntha. But Srimati Radharani, she picks and chooses. And entering Goloka is not easy. We have to be at this level of Gyan. That what do you really want? I only want to please Krishna and nothing else. What do you want for yourself? What's in it for you? There's nothing in it for you. But still I want to please Krishna. Okay, come to Goloka. Otherwise, Hare Krishna. Yes, anything else? So I'm done then. I was told what is the next activity? Any reflections? Any reflections, by the way? Mataji shared the reflection. Reflection means something which you would like to take away and meditate, or something which you would like to elaborate, or something in which you would like to bring some another angle into the discussion. All that is called reflection. What is it when you want to bring? Okay, so here is an activity. Did you know that if you attend Bhagavatam classes for next 10,000 years, and if you do not reflect upon what you have heard, even after 10,000 lifetimes you will remain a senior devotee in this world. So there are 3 stages of hearing. One is Shravanam, which we all are doing. There is Mananam, that means reflection. You reflect upon what you have heard. And the last stage is nididhyasana, where you have to apply it. When you start applying after reflecting on what you have heard, you get realizations. And that is the jnana which we are discussing. So Prabhuji has suggested that we get into our Bhakti Vriksha groups right now and share some reflections, if there are any, from what we heard today. And then what is our plan to apply it in our life? That kind of discussion if we can do, then there will be some 1% benefit from this class. So can we do that, please? Can you get into your Bhakti Vriksha groups? Prabhuji will guide you. Get into your Bhakti Vriksha groups, discuss some reflections and plan how you can apply it in your life. If you feel that nothing practical was discussed, it is too lofty class, philosophical, कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं, then you come to me, I will give you a plan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Since Dayalu Prabhu is not